Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Long time no see. I know it's been 3 months. I'm sorry. Life's been hectic and crazy. A lot of stressy, a lot of depressy, and I'm still trying to get back on track. That being said, I'm still working on trying to get back into regular content creation. I can't tell you how many videos I've recorded that will never see the light of day. Just because they're scattered, they're not well thought out. I go off on very long tangents for no dang reason. So I'm recording this, we're gonna edit it, and just get it right out. That's what we're gonna do. I sat down, I thought things through, we planned out the contents of this video, and now we're going for it. So I'm gonna start with updates on where I'm at. Normally in past videos, I'd give updates on what's going on with my weight, diet, exercise, sleep, all of those things, because they're really the foundational bits that make up a weight loss journey. So we're going to start with that, and then we're just going to go into updates on everything that's going on. So, post Mounjaro, because I am no longer on a GLP medication, my PCP was generous enough to give me some samples of Rybelsus to hold me over until I could find a reasonable alternate that I could afford. I originally thought that was going to be semaglutide compound, but all things considered, with the cost of health insurance and also the cost of the compounded GLP that I would need to be paying for in addition to health insurance, which is upwards of $500 on its own, it wasn't sustainable. So I actually ended up on a different medication that we're going to talk about later. So as of this morning, on an empty stomach, I weighed in at 195.2 pounds. So I've backslid 30 pounds. Almost an entire year's worth of progress is gone. And that's the emotional drama that I have been dealing with since I had to come off Mounjaro in May. Sorry. As far as diet goes, we struggling big time. I'm still doing well with food at home and maintaining the dietary guidelines that I've set for myself. The main problem is when I'm not at home, what I'm eating. Because I'm not making the smartest choices when I'm out. And therein lies the problem. For exercise, I am at least proud, silver lining, to say that I've still been achieving 10,000 plus steps a day. Yeah. I'm gonna pat myself on the back because it's at least something, and you have to focus on the positive. I've still been getting my steps in for the day. Whether or not I've been doing any weight-bearing workouts, they've been sporadic. It's fine. I am maintaining something. I am maintaining one core habit that I have built in the past. And that's a win. For sleep, it's been erratic. I'm trying to focus on getting at minimum 6.5 to 7 hours a night, which only up until the past couple of weeks have I been doing well. I've been a little bit overwhelmed just trying to do all of the things that life requires. So, like, keeping my house clean, taking care of my pets, doing basic hygiene, working. It's a lot. And I'm like just now getting rebalanced with it. But the problem is that I didn't have a lot of free time because I had so many other obligations because I was so busy. So what I would do is I would lay down at night and then scroll on my phone or read or do other things and procrastinate going to bed, which is what got me in trouble. Still kind of does sometimes, but we're clawing our way back from that slowly. I've gotten better about going to bed more on time than in the past, which is good, and I hope we continue that trend. It's what I'm going to work hard to do. So I'm sure you've gathered by now I'm no longer on a GLP, given our previous conversation. I am, however, starting a new weight loss medication. It's not a GLP, but it is called Contrave. And it is a mix of two drugs, bupropion and I always get the second one wrong. I think it's naltrexone. So bupropion is commonly known as Wellbutrin, and it is an antidepressant. And then naltrexone is actually an alcohol cessation drug. And both of them have been proven efficacious for weight loss on their own, but in dosages that lead to significant weight loss, there are a lot of negative side effects, and both drugs are not really well tolerated. So what they did was they combined the two drugs, tested it, and found that they had minimal side effects and still produced an efficacious level of weight loss and a significant level of weight loss in patients. So we're trying that. It was my best option, given I'm now paying out of pocket for health insurance, and I can't afford a semaglutide compound, and from Mindy Peterson's experience on it, it didn't really work well for her. So I'm giving Contrave a shot. I'm still sort of like titrating up on it. I just started it last Saturday, October 14th. And I am on one pill in the morning and one pill in the evening. And then next week I'll start 2 pills in the morning and 2 pills in the evening. The normal titration schedule for Contrave starts with week 1 is 1 pill a day. Week 2, 2 pills a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. Week 3 is 2 pills in the morning, 1 in the evening. And then week 4 is 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. I tolerate these kind of drugs very well, so I have a little bit of an accelerated titration schedule per my doctor, where I'm doing 2-week titration, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening for week 1, and then week 2 it's 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. We'll see how that goes. I haven't really had many side effects. I had a little bit of like digestive discomfort the first day or so, but otherwise I really haven't had a problem. So it tracks that I'm tolerating the drug well, so I don't see any reason to deviate from my doctor's orders. Alright, so next in my notes. I've had a lot of life changes. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned these in my last video, but it's been a long time since my last video, I'm sorry. 3 new things in my life. A boyfriend, a dog, and a new job. And those are three very big and destabilizing life changes. Boyfriend, obviously, dating, he doesn't adhere to the same dietary constraints that I do. And it's difficult because, like, he comes from a country, or not a country, he comes from a culture where, like, you show and demonstrate love and affection through food. So he's always trying to feed me. And I feel really bad because I always have to tell him no. So sometimes it's hard and I don't. And then I end up eating things that I shouldn't, even though they're really good. But I'm starting to put the kibosh on that. And then I have a new dog. That's a whole other ball game. Love her. She's great. I didn't expect to have a dog. So my morning walks are now dog walks, which means I'm not power walking the street. It's more of a leisurely stroll while she sniffs and does her thing in her business. And then the other thing is a new job. So I still work from home, basically full time, but I am traveling more often than I did in my last job. In my last job, I was only traveling 2-3 times a year. Now I am traveling monthly. And I am driving, not flying. So it's a lot more stopping at rest stops. I'm hungry, what food is available? And again, not making great choices because I'm tired. And, I've worked a 12, 13-hour day and I just want to get home. And I have to start changing those habits and accounting for the fact that I am traveling more frequently. So I have to be more disciplined about the decisions I'm making. And that's hard when they're redoing basically all the rest stops in New York State and they have really good places to stop and eat now, like Shake Shack and Popeyes. But we need to go to the Apple Greens and get healthier options or just don't stop. And like it's not the end of the world if I'm hungry until I get home. And so next week I'm traveling to Buffalo for work. And it's gonna suck because I'm gonna be there the day of the Bills game. The Bills are playing the Buccaneers. So it's gonna be like tailgate food galore. And like, ugh, the menu I ordered for my work event that I put together is mwah. And I know I'm gonna want to eat the food, and I'm not going to be able to, which is gonna suck. And then I have the added responsibility slash work of finding a restaurant that I can eat at that isn't going to like blow my calorie budget or just, smash my dietary guidelines. So again, I mentioned this. I'm paying for new health insurance and it is a significant portion of my income. But I do also have new medications that are making things, at least from the mental health angle, easier. I was on an SSRI. I have since switched to a different one and have noticed a marked difference in just like my mood, my behavior, my levels of stress, which is great. So, given all of these new life changes, what's the plan moving forward? So, the focus now is going to be rebuilding healthy habits given my new life changes in lifestyle. Because a new boyfriend, a new dog, and a new job are effectively major changes in your lifestyle. So, we're going to go back to the basics. We are going to rebuild a healthy routine of getting adequate sleep, maintaining a healthy diet, healthy being a relative word, a diet that serves me and my purposes. And then finally, and this is last on the list, rebuilding a consistent and sustainable exercise routine. The reason this is last on the list is the reason this is last on the list, even though it is the most impactful thing that I could do to kickstart my weight loss, is that I have degeneration of my meniscus in my left knee. And it has been causing a lot of instability and pain, so I have to get that addressed before I really start going full bore with workouts again. Which kind of sucks, but like it interfered with my life enough that I had to go to the doctor. It is what it is. Theoretically, all I should need is just some physical therapy and rest. And then we should be good to go. Something else that I have learned, noticed throughout the past year is I will tend to get bored with things. So I need to find ways to keep things new and novel as it relates to weight loss. And I'm a techie. I like toys. I like trying new things. So I'm going to try and turn weight loss into something that's almost like a hobby. And with that will come things like, trying 23andMe. I've been interested in it for a while, and they actually have a test that will show you your like genetic predispositions for certain things, like whether or not your body processes and metabolizes carbs well, if you're predisposed to certain like genetic things that might affect weight loss. And getting that information to better like fine tune and optimize my lifestyle to help me on my weight loss journey and long term help me keep the weight off. Another thing I've been super interested in is lumen. That thing that you breathe into where it tells you whether or not you're burning fat or carbs for energy. I'm interested to try it out myself and see if it works. So maybe we'll try it. Another thing is I already have it, obviously, and I already pay for premium, but really leaning in to Fitbit and leveraging all of the resources and tools in their app and all of the capabilities in the wearable to optimize and like make progress with weight loss. And if you really do all of the things that the app tells you to do, like track your food religiously, get the 7 to 8 hours of sleep, hit your active zone minute goals, all of that stuff, will it produce a consistent result? They also offer weight loss videos, or like not weight loss videos, exercise videos now. Cool. I'm gonna try it. And then another thing that I was thinking about trying, just because, life tends to get a little bit overwhelming sometimes, is like a meal kit delivery service, like Factor. They have meal kits, that fit the dietary guidelines that I prefer for myself, so I'm gonna try it. And what I would do is I would have my own breakfast because I love breakfast. It's my favorite meal of the day. And then for lunch and dinner, for maybe like a week or two, I would have a Factor meal instead to see if that produces any significant result for me. But yeah, really it's just seeing what things strike my fancy and teasing it out. Beginning of 2023, it was the Caroline Girvan workouts. I really enjoyed them. I enjoyed her programs. I still do her workouts, albeit a little bit more sporadically now. but that's okay. It's something I enjoy, and I'm still sticking to it here and there when I can. It's all well and good. What do we start with? I'm thinking 75 hard. I can't think of a better way to kickstart, restart my commitment, A, to this YouTube channel, B, to my weight loss journey, than with a challenge of mental fortitude and discipline. With one small caveat. Let's go through why I'm thinking 75 hard. One, today is exactly 75 days from January 1st. What a better way to go into the new year than, hopefully, fingers crossed, with a win of completing a challenge like 75 hard, where I will have completed 75 days of healthy habit building. And they say it takes 30, 60 days, whatever, to really cement a healthy habit into your routine. Sounds like a good idea to me. So here's the thing. For today, it may not be very intense, but I did complete 2 workouts today, one of which was outside, my morning walk with the new dog, whom you will meet shortly. I had 128 ounces of liquid, not necessarily all water, but if we count the water that I drank, the coffee, and the tea, I have had a gallon of liquid today. I have adhered to, today, a low-carb diet, not necessarily under my calorie goal, but that's not technically a part of 75 hard. There is no specific calorie limit, it's just follow a diet. I did achieve a low-carb diet today. The only thing that I need to do, which is very achievable through the rest of today, is reading 10 pages of a nonfiction, like self or professional development book. That is very easy for me to do. I can read a novel in a night. So, I'm thinking we're going to start with 75 hard, and today's going to be day 1. Kind of exciting. So, the rules and things that I will be holding myself to, I don't want to say adhering, that I will be holding myself accountable to are obviously 2 workouts, 2 45-minute workouts, 1 inside, 1 outside, or at least 1 outside a day. That I'm going to consider being taken care of by walking my dog. And then the second one will actually be walking at the minimum. These are like minimum requirements. We'll be walking on my under desk treadmill while I work, because I find it easier and sustainable for me. But that also does not mean that I won't do other workouts or active things. I am also going to drink 128 ounces of liquid a day. I am only 5 feet tall. If I drank 125 ounces of straight water a day, I would be overhydrating myself. And that's actually a conversation I've had with my doctor, that it is very possible and easy for me to overhydrate. So 128 ounces of non-alcoholic liquid a day. I will follow a not necessarily keto, but a low-carb diet in which I am shooting for less than 100 carbs a day. Not net carbs, less than 100 actual carbs a day. Whether that's a real carbohydrate or fiber, it all counts. There is no net carb here. And I am going to do my best to keep it in the 1500 calorie range. And I think that's pretty healthy given my activity level right now. The only other exception that I'm going to make in this challenge is if I complete all of the requirements for myself for 75 hard in a day. The 2 workouts, the maintaining correct nutrition, the reading 10 pages of nonfiction self-professional development book, and adhering to the correct dietary guidelines. I probably repeated that. And drinking 128 ounces of liquid a day. I will allow myself 1 6-ounce glass of wine an evening. And that will be measured and weighed only if I have completed everything, all the other goals for the day. And that 6-ounce glass of wine will be included in my caloric intake for the day. So if I end up having some sort of mishap where I've hit my calorie target, no wine, even if I make all my goals. And I think that's fair. And I think it is a good dopamine carrot to keep me motivated to finish 75 hard. And it's not like I'm going to be drinking enough to get drunk. Which I think is really the spirit of the no alcohol thing for 75 hard. And I think that's fair. So that's it. Those are all the updates. I am going to do my best to keep you updated as I go, even if it's just a couple minute video that I shoot and upload from my phone with minimal to no editing. I'm going to make it a goal to get back into the habit and practice of recording and uploading a video no matter the production quality, because I think that's important. Yeah. Okay, well, that's that. That's all of the things that I have going on. And I will keep you guys posted in the future. Hopefully not in 3 months, but next week. So I'm putting out into the universe so that hopefully I hold myself to it and there's an element of accountability there. So if you are returning from watching my other videos, thanks for sticking around. I saw all of your comments on my last video in July, and I just want you to know I really appreciate your attention and support as I try and find my way. You guys are the best, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.